Last time on Realm of the Gods. The breakup. The gang continues their journey to meet Hades and head down to the River Styx. As they roll up to the river, they stop at Charon's booth where they find he is just giving away obols if they take a ride on this boat taxi service. A curious transaction indeed. The gang is then suddenly reunited with David, the silent ghost, who is not too eager to tag along after the last disaster. He does so anyway with a combination of it being his first day on the job, and the good old grease that is peer pressure. The boat ride is mostly uneventful and nothing much happens. Oh wait, is that Horus's rival and pretty boy philanthropist Set, the god of chaos? And who is that with them? A small crow with a pink bow? Horus immediately recognizes the crow as his ex-fiancée Susan, who is a normal crow, not even a demigod, just a bird. Yikes. So, Set immediately begins speeding up with the intent to cause, some serious ouchies, while Horus just slumps into a Great Depression. The gang then needed to decide whether to give some moral support to their homie Horus, or, actually do something to prevent Set from reaching them. Right away, Latius starts paddling and David joins in, and together they manage to get a bit of distance. Braithar, always resourceful, tries to use his trusty pocket hose to spray Horus with water to snap him out of it, but instead, he just ends up spewing pictures of crows. Nolene, taking a much kinder route, begins the pep talk of the century to Horus. Latius, thinking quickly, forms a single shoe golem and has him leap from the ship, managing to smash right into the mast of Set's sail, which actually slows him down. So, Ringo conjures up this really grand illusion. It's a massive boulder and now Set has no choice but to go around it. Set isn't having any of it. He starts berating Horus, making a big deal about how he has his girl now, which, by the way, is just a crow. And oh, he doesn't stop there. Set also summons these giant tornadoes, sending them straight toward the gang's boat. All of a sudden, the sky opens up and the Archangel of Fate appears. He proclaims in order to balance fate, all boss encounters will now have fate points. And just so you know, this message is sponsored by Chronox. So everyone, including Set, just stopped what they were doing and kind of pondered what had just happened. Then Set sort of shrugged and said, well, I guess that's cool, as the chase started up again. Nolene, still encouraging Horus, really begins to break through to him about his ex, helping him see things a bit differently. Braithar shouts from the boat, he doesn't even have good bread, which, believe it or not, nearly causes Susan, the normal crow, to hop sides. But Set manages to seduce her back to his side. So, Braithar tried to pull a bomb out from his pockets, but, he just ended up with some gunpowder and a couple of flares. Latius, thinking quickly, combines these on the back of another shoe golem and, well, that's how the first suicide bomber comes to be. The golem leaped forward and, managed to detonate right near Susan, almost killing her in the process. Nolene finally gets through to Horus, and he regains his strength. He powers up and then, without hesitation, swiftly decapitates Set, whose body just floats below the river Styx. So, Susan tries to escape, but, she gets swallowed by the waters as they rise up and pull her right back down into the murky depths. Meanwhile, Horus has, ascended and become a greater god. Then, the gang arrives at Hades' pomegranate orchard, and he is absolutely thrilled to have a dead god in the river, since, honestly, his crop yields are going to be fantastic from those waters. So, he gives the gang a terrific spooky house for them to live in. This is just excellent, since it'll fit the theme of the eternal fall that's persisting in the multiverse. Then, Horus wants to find out if we're, banned from the grocery store. Braithar then summons Moppin' Mike, Sweepin' Steve, and Dustin Dan, and the gang gets their ban overturned by Manage and Matt. They then find a great deal on great value eternal mediocrity and, well, they pick some up. After that, the gang heads off to the portal port to secure a trip to the Shu dimension, which by the way they are warned is under quarantine. Stepping through the portal, the gang finds themselves right in the middle of an empty city. Empty, that is, aside from thousands of abandoned Shus. So the gang manages to find some evidence in a nearby warehouse that, someone had recently created what they called the perfect Shu. They head to the address, which is right at the intersection of Soul Street and Lace Lane. When they arrive, well, they find this obelisk made entirely out of shoes. As Lasius reaches out and touches the pillar, the gang is suddenly confronted with these, visions of an overwhelmingly powerful, biblically accurate Shu angel. Lasius watches in amazement as the angel, one by one, turns his friends into Shus. Shaking aside the strong notion that he may, actually like his friends more as Shus, Lasius can see that they are all broken and in need of mending. Lasius drifts from Shu to Shu, cobbling each one back to health. As the last Shu, a super cute red panda Shu, gets mended. The gang returns along with Lasius again in front of the Shu Angel, who, grants Lasius the forbidden Shu. Lasius now possesses a weapon that may destroy his nemesis, Fud Fud, once and for all. Will Lasius manage to land the killing blow against Fud Fud? What kinds of new birds will Horus manage to pull with his new ascended godhood? Will the gang be able to remake the perpetual poker table? Oh yeah, and isn't the light trying to hunt us down? Find out next time on Realm of the Gods, The Breakup.